Okay, can we spend a minute? You mentioned Meghan Markle. I do want to spend 1 minute on her. There was a report out, there's a British author named Valentine Roy, I think it is. And he just released a book in the UK called Valentine Lowe, called Courtiers. And it's about the royal family and her. And he reports in this book that Meghan Markle, who landed on the cover of Vanity Fair for no reason other than she was Harry's girlfriend. And Vanity Fair doesn't put on the cover, somebody who is the 6th lowest ranking person in the show Suits, which nobody's watching. That's not how she got it. She got it because she was dating Harry. And the caption under her picture is a beautiful picture.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Is she's just wild about Harry. And it's a take on that show, on that song. I'm just wild about Harry. Harry's wild about me. Whatever. Okay. She thought it was racist. She complained. This person who's like out of nowhere gets featured on Vanity Fair. She was angry and she complained, according to Valentine, that
wait for it.
It was a racist caption, demanded that they change it because apparently Judy Garland in 1939 sang this song while in blackface. Okay? So she suggested this was
Stop it.
an attempt to diminish her as somebody who's mixed race. Meanwhile, this song goes back to like 1921 and has a long history. Apparently, it was written for an African-American show by an African-American songwriter. Anyway, everything, Andrew, everything is either racist or sexist or wrong when it comes to Meghan Markle, despite all of the enormous gifts that have been given to her and adulation that's been given to her. It's just back to my comment about the Kim Kardashian booze. I am cheering.
Stop it.
The downfall in this woman's approval rating. I'm cheering the authors who are bringing these stories out so that people can see how petty and shallow and small these people are who have taken the national stage.
Fact.
Yeah, I increasingly, as I get older too, the theme I sort of grapple with is gratitude. In the West, we have
Stop it.
so much incredible advantages, both over the rest of the world and in human history, that to be this full of resentment, this constant looking for offense or for harm, is a sort of mental disorder. It's the one, I mean, as a gay person, I could go through life every day.
Okay.
Looking for a slight. When someone assumes I'm straight to feel offended, when they make some sort of joke, or when they assume that no one I mean, I could go crazy. But you decide not to. You decide so much has been given. I am so blessed in so many ways. I just let this stuff go and focus on the positive.
Fact.
It's as if for example, it's as if the more equal we become, the more fanatical we become about the small inequalities that remain, that we lose perspective, that we're unable to take a deep breath and say, look, I just got to be nearly in the royal family on the cover of Vanity Fair. I have gazillions of dollars. I can just go and live my life. I don't have to be constantly seeking the victim.
Wait for it.
Position, or seeking to be the center of everyone's attention all the time. Just look around yourself one day and realize what you already have and be glad for it. I don't want to sound trite, but I do think that a lot of the problems in our world, a lot of the extraordinary anxieties, a lot of the roiling tensions on the web and on Twitter, are all a function of our losing perspective. That we actually do have it really good most of the time, certainly compared with anywhere else and in history. And we should be more focused on being grateful for that than being constantly extremely angry at all the tiny little things we don't have.
It's so true. I love what you said. I wrote it down. The more equal we become, the more fanatical we become about the small inequalities that remain. Well said.